This is NXT on WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. On tonight's episode of NXT, we've got a big tag team main event with the NXT Champion EC3 teaming up with Keith Lee to take on Tommaso Ciampa, Matt Riddle. Alright, before we get there, we're going to have this week's main event. Zelina Vega will be going one-on-one with Peyton Royce. We'll also see the Revival in action against the Authors of Pain, AOP. Big match right there. Sheamus will go one-on-one with Drew Gulak. We'll also see Asuka in action. Should be taking on Tamina one-on-one. And Matt Hardy will go head-to-head with Drew McIntyre. Two men in great form colliding in that one. Alright, the results. We're going to see Peyton Royce pick up the win over Zelina Vega. AOP, maybe a bit of an upset there over the Revival. Sheamus too good for Drew Gulak. We'll also see Asuka pick up a win as well. And Drew McIntyre defeats the very good Matt Hardy. Continuing on this week, we're going to see the Viking Raiders, one half of their team, Ivar, taking on one half of the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake, to kick off this week's NXT. Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Martinez will go one-on-one. First opportunity for Martinez here in NXT. We'll see tag team action as Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan will take on the Street Profits. And Bobby Fish has a date set here with Kassius Ohno. Big matchup right there. And our main event is going to be Keith Lee and EC3 teaming up to take on Riddle and Ciampa. So it's Ivar and Ripley with the wins. Let's get it all underway for this edition of NXT. And we're going to start things off with a tag team matchup. It's going to be Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch teaming up here tonight to see how they fare as a team once again, and maybe try and move up the ranks in the tag team division. 2 wins to their name at the moment. 22% win-loss ratio. Numbers aren't quite there yet, but you cannot doubt their potential. They're just tough. They've got a lot of grit about them. They're willing to put in the work. They're willing to give everything they've got to pick up a win. It just hasn't quite gone their way yet, but hey, you never know. Tonight may be their night. They've had their chances in the past, as has this team. The Street Profits, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. 50-50 split at the moment for this team. 6 wins, 6 losses. So there's no doubting that this is a team full of potential, and I definitely could see them maybe going on to win Tag Team Championship Gold here in NXT. But the problem they've got may just be themselves. I think they get a little bit cocky, a little bit arrogant at times, and maybe just, don't focus enough. I think they really just want to have fun and party and enjoy their life, and that's all well and good, but they need to knuckle down a little bit more and focus on the task at hand, and that's winning their matches. And I think until they really start to take things more serious, I don't know if Tag Team Championship Gold is going to be in their very foreseeable future. Especially with the Viking Raiders currently Tag Team Champions, it is very, very difficult for them at the moment to try and win those championships, considering the Viking Raiders are undefeated here in Universe Mode. So there's no doubt in my mind this is a very good team, the Street Profits, as is Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. The numbers aren't quite there for them, but I certainly believe both teams here could really break through and do something special, but maybe confidence is lacking perhaps on Burch and Lorcan's side, and I think it just not taking it serious enough for the Street Profits. So we'll see how both these teams fare in this contest here tonight. Tag team division starting to really heat up here in NXT. There's quite a few new tag teams coming through the ranks. We saw, of course, the Forgotten Sons. They're part of the tag division, and they've had a bit of a splash at times. Undisputed Era still, of course, around and competing. And some of the cruiserweights we know are starting to form some teams there, and they're trying their luck and bringing their high-flying style to the division to put a bit of pressure on perhaps the Viking Raiders, who maybe won't be able to compete with that fast-paced, high-flying style. Of course, I'm still a big fan of Mustache Mountain and, of course, Heavy Machinery as well. So, plenty to look forward to here in the tag team division. But I think at the moment, what we're seeing is a lot of these teams are still new. They're still growing. They're still learning each other. Whereas the Viking Raiders have been very experienced, been around for a long, long time. I think really the only team that matches up in that way is the Undisputed Era, but they've already had their opportunities and they've lost. So it's time for a new set of opponents to come along. So the big question will definitely be which one of these newer teams can get it together quick enough to be able to take down the Viking Raiders. I don't know just yet, but certainly looking forward to finding out. Nice shoulder there by Denny Burch. He's going to tag in Lorcan again. And Oni coming back into the fold here. He's had some impressive performances. He's had some showings here in NXT where we've gone, oh wow, you know, this guy can really be something. This guy could really be a very competitive. He's a bit of a bulldog in a way that he's always going to fight. He just keeps on getting up. It's so hard to keep him down. He's determined to keep on going. And you like what you see from Oni. He's formed this tag team with Denny Burch, and these two guys are very similar in their styles and their approach. And that's why I think it works. But I think it may be a little bit one-dimensional what this team offers, and that may have been a little bit of their downfall. But we know that they're trying to expand their game a little bit more. Not so much add maybe high flying, but looking just to ground and pound a little bit more, a bit more technical based again, a bit more just out wrestling your opponent. That's been their main game plan, but they just need to add a few more elements to that to counteract some of the different tag teams in this division, because obviously when you have the power of the Viking Raiders, your game plan is going to be very, very different compared to other teams such as the Street Profits. This match is heavily in the balance at the moment. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Well, the next episode of Monday Night Raw, it's going to be the beginning of the Elimination Chamber qualifiers. At the moment, we don't know where Sami Zayn is headed. We don't know what the Elimination Chamber will entail. Will it be for a championship? Will it be for the #1 contendership status? Nonetheless, we're going to find out the qualifiers and the participants here on the next few episodes of Raw. John Cena will be back in the mix alongside Cesaro, as both men are desperate to claim the very first spot in the Raw Elimination Chamber match. Alright, continuing on back here on NXT. Street Profits, Lorcan and Burch. And maybe a double tag here. Montez Ford is in. Lorcan is in, and so a double tag to get us going after the break there. And before the break, we'll talk about the style of Lorcan and Burch and how they need to adapt. And obviously, their approach to the Viking Raiders has to be completely different to what we're seeing here against the Street Profits. Because I think at times, trying to maybe out-wrestle and maybe be a little bit more technical with the Street Profits isn't going to work. I think at times you might need to try and out-muscle them if they can. And, kick out there. And maybe even try and match it with their speed. Surprise them a little bit. Because they're going to try and, utilize their agility, certainly Ford. If you can go toe-to-toe with that, I don't know if Ford's going to be able to, find a way to remedy that. I think Montez Ford might get a little bit surprised and put off his own game and off his own rhythm a little bit. Something different, I suppose, but Street Profits are a little bit unpredictable in their approach. They can turn up one night and wrestle one style, turn up the next night and be completely different at times, and that's what I think makes them very dangerous. Montez Ford's a bit of a wild card. He's an out-there character. We know that. Angelo Dawkins is pretty cool, calm, and collected. There's a big DDT there from Ford. So this team is the real deal, but definitely you need to focus on what they're going to produce on any given night, and because it can definitely be very different as a kick out of two. Burch thought about coming in there. Well, only Lorcan hanging in there right now against Montez Ford, and at the moment Lorcan, he's just trying to utilize good tag team work as he brings in his partner. Not trying to go and do anything crazy or special as a double back body drop. Not too worried about lifting the speed of this one. Not too worried about trying to utilize the power game. They're just sticking to their roots, and that's fair enough. As Montez Ford missing on that attempted strike. And he did not miss that time. Hit him right on the back with a standing drop kick. And Burch quickly in and out. And Burch leaps up with a neck breaker. Denny Burch, big opportunity for him. This is something that he has wanted here in Universe Mode. A chance to really showcase his ability. And oh no, that's not what you want. As now, Burch heading to the corner of the Street Profits. This is a bad side of town. Angelo Dawkins with the frog splash. Maybe it here. But Birch fighting back, trying to get himself out of this corner. Finds the elbow. And Dawkins now with the right hand. This would be a miraculous win here for Lorcan and Birch. It would be a kickstart of their career. And this would be the win that the Street Profits need to perhaps put themselves back in the hunt for the tag titles for NXT TakeOver, which is not too far away. Just over a week away until we see TakeOver. And that's already got some big matches lined up as he hits him with a huge elbow. Got him right on the jaw. And it looks like it's dropped him out. And he's been knocked out cold. Wow, he dropped quickly after he hit him with the elbow. Flush on the jaw. And that's what can happen. Dawkins has the power. That unexpected power. And he smacked him on the jaw. And Birch was done from there. Well, that came really out of nowhere. I didn't expect that to be the finish of this contest. But this contest has come to an end. This matchup has come to an end for Lorcan and Birch. And perhaps their chances of becoming tag team champions anytime soon has come to an abrupt end. The Street Profits win. And that may as well seal the deal. They could be the next team in line to face the undefeated Viking Raiders at NXT TakeOver. Well, this match is getting a little bit personal in this situation because we've got Kassius Ohno, who is obviously very upset with Roderick Strong and the fact that Roderick Strong dropped him and their tag team to join up with the Undisputed Era. Ohno has made it pretty clear he's out for blood. He wants his revenge. He'll get it at TakeOver. We're going to see Kassius Ohno and Roderick Strong one-on-one for what we now know will be the NXT North American Championship. That is right. The first time ever we will see the North American Championship in NXT, and we will crown the inaugural winner out of this matchup, Kassius Ohno, Roderick Strong. And the stakes have gotten a lot higher. Well, there is no Roderick Strong here at the moment. I'm not sure where he's at, but Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole all out here tonight. Adam Cole got a bit of extra swagger about him here tonight, feeling pretty good. Well, Bobby Fish is the one in action. Fish, 17 wins, 65% win-loss. Good numbers to have in NXT. Very, very good competitor. Tag team champion of the past. And he'll represent the Undisputed Era tonight. Not sure where Roderick Strong is. Better keep an eye on that one. But nonetheless, this match is underway. Fish and Ohno. So Kassius Ohno looking for a win heading into TakeOver. Bobby Fish looking to upset Ohno's rhythm. And maybe halt some of that momentum that Ohno may have. Kassius Ohno and Matt Riddle teamed up a couple of weeks ago and picked up a win. So the confidence is there for Ohno. He's starting to really believe in himself once again. He's been a little bit down to the dumps after Ohno and Strong. That tag team Strong knockout was broken up. That team was going quite well. That team was definitely a team that was, had moved up to the main roster. It was on Monday Night Raw. It was a team that was going well, but they just started to lose all their momentum. They just weren't getting opportunities anymore. They were out of favor, and well, Roderick Strong decided to bring the team back to NXT, and that quickly turned into Roderick Strong turning on Ohno to join up with the Undisputed Era. There's a nice move there from Ohno, slamming down Fish. Well, we've been speaking about the Undisputed Era the last couple of months, that they were missing something. Something wasn't right in the group. They were good, but they weren't as great as they once were when they were holding all the gold. Their dominance was no longer there, and something had to give, something had to change, and that's what they did. They brought in Roderick Strong to be that missing link, a man that's had some good connection with the group for many, many years. They're good friends, and he just fit in quite well. And it had to come at the expense of Ohno and Strong, unfortunately. And Roderick Strong clearly no care at all for Kassius Ohno. And that's just not fair for a team that was together for nearly a year. To not have any care for your tag team partner anymore and just to leave him in an instant. You can hardly blame Kassius Ohno for feeling the way that he did. And they will collide at TakeOver. And now we know, of course, the North American Championship is on the line. A brand new championship finally introduced. There's a big boot there from Ohno. That could be all. Hold the thought. Ohno may have the match won right here. Fish in trouble. Referee position, and a kick out. Well, the North American Championship, it's a championship that we've been talking about for a while now. It's been, heavily teased by our NXT General Manager, Shawn Michaels, who's been thinking about bringing it in, but been waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right match. Well, he's got a great match in Ohno and Strong, two men that really desperately need something to, revitalize their careers. They've come down from Monday Night Raw. It's a demotion probably in their eyes to leave Monday Night Raw, come back to NXT, where they've had a couple of years down here with moderate success. Now to be back here after a year away, I don't know if necessarily both guys want to be here in this position, but now with a championship to fight over, a new cause, a new lease on life in their career, this is an excellent opportunity for both men to pick up a win as Bobby Fish sent flying over the top of the rope. Ohno pulled down the rope and Fish went tumbling to the outside. And it's a clothesline to follow it up. To finish the thought, it is an excellent opportunity for both Roderick Strong and Kassius Ohno to grab that win to definitely get their career back on track. And that's what we want to see. We want to see both these men doing very, very well. They've toured away. They've been here at NXT for a number of years now in Universe mode, working as hard as they possibly can, and it just hasn't happened for them. They've been trying and trying and trying. Both men, when they were in NXT originally, had opportunity after opportunity to win the NXT Championship, but that just never happened. So now the question will be, what is the future hold for both men right now? Is Ohno not going to win this one by countout? He is determined to continue to try and take down the Undisputed Era one piece at a time, and Bobby Fish is the prime suspect tonight. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly watching ringside. You have to wonder, are they going to get themselves involved? Right hand there by Ohno. And Adam Cole coming over right now, close to Kassius Ohno. It's a count of 6. Well, Cole's made it pretty obvious that this is Roderick Strong's issue, and they're going to have his back, but it's up for Roderick Strong to deal with it. Strong made the decision to leave Strong knockout, so now it's up to him to resolve any tension between Ohno and himself. So right now, Ohno has Strong against the ropes, and finds the big kick again. Could be it this time. He's down, and another kick out. Bobby Fish getting smacked right in the head there by the big boot from Ohno, but still can't put him away. Counter there by Fish. And now the takedown there by Bobby Fish. He's a veteran. He's been around for a long, long time. He's been so good for many, many years. Excellent tag team competitor, and his singles record is still quite impressive too. He's got a good overall record here in Universe mode. He's trying to showcase that here tonight, that he is definitely a man not to be messed with. And the Undisputed Era starting to get themselves back on top of NXT. It's been a while. He's got the leg! He's got that leg hooked, but the rope break enforced. Not to be. But Fish showing that he can definitely take care of Kassius Ohno quickly if he's not careful. And big chop right to the chest. And to the outside of the ring now. Kassius Ohno met with a right hand in the midsection, and now the knee into the back. And Ohno feeling the pain now. And there's the neck breaker. Kassius Ohno, as tough as it comes. He's working hard here tonight to pick up a revengeful win. But at the moment, it's not quite working for him. And it's not even the numbers game. He's got some cheerleaders ringside as Bobby Fish, but Fish is getting the job done himself. And Ohno needs this win. It's a win that would set him up perfectly for Takeover, for a chance to become the first ever North American champion. It's not just about, getting blood and getting revenge. It's about being a champion. And Ohno realizes that. He's now lining up Fish. He's in the corner and finds the big kick. Spinning around, landing it on the jaw. Gotta be it here. Ohno's got him, but only gets 2. Ohno thought he had him, and he's not going to live it up yet. He's going to continue to go and find that last move to put him away. He wants this win, setting him up for the big knockout elbow. He got him in the back of his head. Rolls him over. Picks up the win. Kassius Ohno gets the dub. And Ohno is one step closer, perhaps becoming the champ. He's got momentum now. He picks up the win. And Ohno, oh, hang on. Well, he's not through yet. Kassius Ohno gonna attack Fish a little bit more, but this is dangerous. The Undisputed Era can't be too far away. Ohno trying to take his shots in while he can. Kassius Ohno attacking Fish. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, where are they at? And Ohno is expecting some company, but he didn't expect it from behind. Roderick Strong. Ohno's takeover opponent is here, and that's why Cole and O'Reilly didn't get themselves involved. They knew Roderick Strong was coming, and Roderick Strong taking apart Ohno right now. Just over a week away from their takeover clash. Now looking to put him away. Roderick Strong setting him up and nails the double knee to the back. The end of Heartache. It is Roderick Strong perhaps having the final say between these two. We now know it's for the championship. It now has elevated to another level between these two, as if it needed anything more. Well, time for our main event on this edition of NXT. And this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to have a combination that I don't think is going to really work that well together on both sides. But they've got their opponents for TakeOver to deal with. And that is, of course, Tommaso Ciampa, who will challenge for the NXT Championship at the upcoming TakeOver special. And EC3 is the NXT Champion, and he has to deal with this man. What a record he's got. 23 wins. 74% win ratio. He's been the Cruiserweight Champion in the past. Well, you can see he's clearly not a Cruiserweight anymore. He has moved up a weight class. He's in the best shape of his life. And now this is Tommaso Ciampa's chance to really elevate himself and become a genuine top-tier star here on the brand. And I believe he can do it. Well, I was concerned about this matchup because I just don't know how this team's going to go. Matt Riddle and Tommaso Ciampa, pretty different personalities mixing together here in this one. Matt Riddle, though, I mean, I tell you what, since he's come to NXT, he has been incredibly good. Matt Riddle, well, his record will speak for itself. 100%, yet to lose, 6 wins. And the reason why he's got an issue with Keith Lee is because Matt Riddle has pinned Keith Lee on 2 different occasions. Well, Matt Riddle defeated Keith Lee in an NXT tryout match many months ago that essentially cost Keith Lee months of his career. You know, Keith Lee couldn't get into NXT for a lot longer after and had to wait his chance. And finally, when Keith Lee got his chance to become an NXT superstar, he immediately targeted Matt Riddle in an act of revenge because Keith Lee lost all those months of his career. Well, it didn't work out too well for Lee because Riddle got him again in a big 6-man match. But Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, there is a lot of bad blood there. Keith Lee absolutely despises Riddle, and he's 2-2 at the moment. And you know where those 2 losses came from Matt Riddle. So Keith Lee determined to undo all the wrongs that happened to him and get himself in the mix. I definitely believe all the men in this match will be NXT Champion at some point. There's no doubt in my mind. This is the best group that you can possibly put together at the moment. 4 of the top dogs in this matchup. Keith Lee, very impressive. He just needs to, well, find his way a little bit here in NXT. And, well, EC3 says he's in the top 1%, and that is very true. There's not many men like him right now in the entire WWE. His record is fantastic. He's currently the champion. He has proven himself to be the real deal. The main event star that he was destined to be is come to fruition here in Universe Mode. 13 wins, 72% win ratio. He's the champ for a reason. He deserves this opportunity to really showcase himself. Some still, you know, are not quite sure that EC3 deserves to be the champion, but in my mind, he's got all the tools to be a champion for a long time. But I think he's got a real big, tough assignment for him at TakeOver. He's got Tommaso Ciampa, who, as I said, the best shape of his life, more determined than ever. EC3 will have his work cut out for him. The champion EC3. Teaming up tonight with Keith Lee, so not a bad tag team partner to have. As Lee, the bigger man in comparison to Ciampa, as we said, Tommaso Ciampa, former Cruiserweight champion and had plenty of success in the Cruiserweight division and utilized his momentum from the Cruiserweights and moved that over here to the main event scene here at NXT. Nice belly to belly there from Lee. So much to like about Keith Lee, so much to like about Tommaso Ciampa, but the thing about it is I believe both of these men are the underdogs heading into TakeOver. Matt Riddle has not lost. No doubt about it. He's got to be the favorite in their match, Keith Lee versus Riddle. And Tommaso Ciampa, well, he's the challenger. And it doesn't really matter how good the challenger is when you got a guy who is the champion like EC3, 100% deserves to be the champion, has done no wrong at all. You have to go with EC3 to retain. So this is a difficult proposition for both men here in the ring right now. They both need a win tonight just to let everyone know that, hey, you know, look at us. We're not going to be the underdogs. We are the top dog. As Keith Lee has got Ciampa in the corner. Keith Lee would love his chance to get his hands on Matt Riddle. And ever since, as I said earlier on, Keith Lee lost against Riddle, he's just been enraged, just been incensed to get his hands on Riddle and pick up the revenge, get that win back. He can't believe that he lost to Riddle in that tryout match. And then when Lee gets his chance to come back, he lost again. He couldn't believe it. Big knee there by Tommaso Ciampa into the cover, but a quick kick out. This has to eat away at you inside, having to sit on the sidelines as you watch Matt Riddle starting to gain some success, gain some traction. Even so much so that Matt Riddle won the #1 contendership match and got himself a chance at EC3's NXT Championship, only for Keith Lee to interrupt the match and attack Matt Riddle to cost him his chance of becoming champion. As now Riddle enters in. So there's so much bad blood here as Keith Lee slapping away Matt Riddle's offense. And now Lee with a belly-to-belly slam. Lee gets the first big shot. Now the big strike as well. Matt Riddle is being rocked here as Lee with a drop kick, showing off his athleticism for a man of his size. Very impressive, but Riddle now fighting back with a kick. And now the takedown. Right hands now from Riddle. That's what you want to see from Matt Riddle, utilizing his MMA background and trying to overcome the power game. That's what Matt Riddle needs to focus on. As he gets the knee, and now the German suplex could be all here. Shoulders down, tough predicament for Lee, but a kick out. All the weight of Keith Lee on the shoulders there. He had to try and power out. He was able to do so, but that's definitely a threatening position to be in. Now Riddle in the corner. And Lee wanted a tag. He can't bring in the champ. And now Riddle, Hurricane Rana. For Matt Riddle, I think the key to his success is to utilize the ground game like he's doing right there. The takedowns, try and find a submission. Just kind of work his way into a hold of some sorts on Keith Lee, because Keith's got the power game. He's also got the agility. He can move around like no one you've ever seen of his size. He's so impressive. And Matt Riddle just needs to keep Lee on the ground. And that's where he's most vulnerable. As Riddle's had enough, he's going to bring in Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa's going to bring Lee back into his own team's corner. The isolation now starting to take place. But Lee, German suplex, having none of it. Keith Lee. Taunting away, and he gets caught out because of it. Keith Lee getting a little bit cocky there. And now here we go. The champ is in, but Ciampa, he tags out. So Ciampa waiting a little bit longer to get his hands on EC3, and now he's got the arm. Matt Riddle's got the arm of EC3. Well, of course, Tommaso Ciampa earned the right for his opportunity at the championship when he actually beat EC3 one-on-one a few weeks back in one of our main events of NXT. That is why he's in this position to begin with. Absolutely no doubt that EC3 will be feeling a little bit threatened by that loss, a little bit concerned. You know, some say EC3 perhaps wasn't taking the match as seriously as he should have, and you know, he's reserving some energy in the tank, keeping some stocks reserved just in case a championship match comes around anytime soon. He doesn't want to pick up an injury or anything like that in a non-title match. But now the title will be on the line. It's up to EC3 to find a new gear. And he needs to do so as he's got Riddle up in the shoulders and he drops him down the ropes. Matt Riddle wants a tag and, well, EC3 lets him have it. He wants Ciampa. And Ciampa, though, taking down the champion. EC3, I bet, wants his hands on Ciampa, and perhaps a pinfall over Ciampa tonight would be crucial just to regain his own confidence again. EC3, look out! That could be all! EC3 drills him into the canvas, but not going to be it just yet. Ciampa fighting it off. And Ciampa went for the big running strike again, missed out. Tommaso Ciampa has beaten EC3 once before. Can he do it again tonight? If he beats him 2 in a row, and there's no doubt, forget about underdog, he's got to be the favourite then. 2 in a row would be crucial to Ciampa's potential to go on to win that championship. You know, you beat him once, perhaps it's a fluke, perhaps there's a few excuses. Maybe he wasn't feeling too well, maybe he wasn't trying as much as he should have, but you beat him again. You know, there's no excuses. You know, once, fair enough, but twice, oof, hard to really come up with the excuse there. And that's what Ciampa's hoping for. There's the takedown again, and oh, look at those clubbing fists. Just drilling the palms right into EC3. Those hammer fists right there. Excellent offense there from Tommaso Ciampa. And now EC3 is a little bit rocked here as Riddle comes in. And now the knee into the suplex combination. This could be it for the champion here. Trouble now for EC3, but he's able to kick out. Matt Riddle can't put him away just yet, but EC3 slowing down. Needs to find something. And he's able to find a counter. Modified arm drag. And now EC3. Oh! Slams him. Back of the head into the canvas. And now this may be it for Riddle. His first ever loss. Oh! Kick out at 2. Riddle never lost here at NXT. And you have to wonder if Riddle didn't get interrupted in his championship match against EC3. What if he been crowned champion? Maybe! As now Riddle has it done! He's got him! But Keith Lee is not going to let that happen. Lee does not want Riddle to pick up this win at all. No way does Keith Lee want to see Matt Riddle pin the champion. As now he's got the legs scissored it around the head of EC3, wrapped around, but quickly out of it. Yeah, if Keith Lee never got himself involved in that championship match, would Matt Riddle be champion right now? That's the question. Riddle probably believes he would have. That's why it's personal for him. Keith Lee lost months of his career. Well, Matt Riddle potentially lost the chance to be NXT champion. Keith Lee is in. Riddle posing to the crowd and gets bulldozed over for his troubles. And now Lee went to try and pick up, but he can't quite do it. Matt Riddle takes him down again, right hands. And Riddle, he's trying his best to keep the big man down. And oh no, the referee bowled over. Riddle went for a knee, but his timing was off. He missed it. He missed it. He was a little early on it. And now the snapmare from Lee. The referee seems to be okay though. They breed them tough in NXT, these refs. As now Lee with the elbow, but Lee down to a knee. He's fatigued. And this is going to be always Lee's issue, is his conditioning. How long can he fare in a main event match? Can he go 15, 20, 30 minutes if he has to pick up a win? That's what I wonder. And Lee tossed away again. Riddle again with another takedown and just smacking those fists right into the head of Keith Lee. Matt Riddle will try his luck. Can he beat Lee again? 3 in a row. And oh, he's nearly got him too. Nearly got it. 2.5. EC3 had to get in the ring just in case. He was worried. And Lee, no, he's up. And now, there's the knee. There's the German suplex. But he doesn't hang on to it, though. He could have had the win with that cover. Instead, he goes for a traditional one. The leg is hooked. Lee is down. And Riddle has done it again. Matt Riddle makes it 3 in a row over Keith Lee. Can you believe it? Lee loses again to Matt Riddle, and this is now a real issue for Keith Lee. Heading into TakeOver, Riddle wins again. He's still undefeated, and 3 of those 7 wins have been over Keith Lee. It's unbelievable stuff at the moment. Riddle just has his number. Well, nonetheless as well, Tommaso Ciampa gets a win over EC3. Well, all of this will be happening at TakeOver. Riddle and Lee, Ciampa and EC3, and much, much more. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this episode of NXT right here on WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com for more. See you next time.